Well, they're taking some even more extreme measures to keep people safe, absolutely canceling large public events. But then when it comes to sporting events, the game is going on, but no fans are being allowed in.
So with the pandemic hitting the sports industry as hard as it did, and with fans not being allowed inside the stadiums, we knew that we wanted to recreate that atmosphere for the fans and for the players. So we commissioned a 130-foot long and a 10-foot wide wall, and we brought in 10,000 fans using this conferencing app called Zoom. The fans were asked to sign up, and then they were let in through the app, and they enjoyed the game through the stands. So we engaged the fans in three phases, that is the pre-event, during, and the post-event. So in the pre-event phase, we had targeted newsletters and social media updates telling fans about our new social wall. And in the during event, we had polls and reactions that were leveraged through the Zoom app. And we had Twitch streaming software as in-app engagement helping us as well. And post-event, we had fan testimonials and how their experience was, and we made social media content through this. So our goal with the social media posts was to create excitement about the games that were coming up, and more importantly, to create excitement about the social wall that we had raised. And the post that you see in the middle, which has the "Ready for Tonight" caption, shows how we've marketed this Zoom conference social wall to the fans and how we've created excitement and asked them to tune in. So here we have more examples of social media posters. The one on the left is to create excitement about an upcoming game, and the one on the right is to market our social wall and to ask fans to tune into the game through Zoom app and to cheer on their players from inside the stadium. Here we can see how we try to recreate the spirit of football in the heart of the fans by bringing them into the stadiums through Zoom conferencing app, and how well they've enjoyed it. So here you have an infographic that we made to show our stakeholders how we've pivoted to an online strategy because of the pandemic. And you can see how we've switched up our content and how we're planning on using social media more to engage with the fans, and how we plan on using the app for several in-app engagements for fans, and more importantly, the Zoom stand that we've raised. So with our first customer persona, we have Noah, who's a 27-year-old marketing graduate with a background in sports. So Noah was born and raised in Aarhus, and naturally that's where the relationship with the club started. And his behavioral identifiers are he uses gadgets to help his day-to-day life, and he's extremely tech savvy, and Noah's an extrovert and he has a large group of friends. So Noah is one that falls in line with our customer persona. So next we have William, who's 19 years old, who's just out of his teenage. He's an engineering student with a background in soccer, and William as well was born and raised in Aarhus, and William's family is not too keen on technology, but William's a very sincere student and he loves spending time with his friends and family. And through his friends and family is how he got introduced into Aarhus and how he falls into the second part of our customer persona. Here we have Clara, who's 30, and she's a professional accountant with an interest in soccer. Clara was married to someone who was in Aarhus. She moved to Aarhus after her marriage, and that's how her relationship started with the club. And she's an introvert who deeply cares and values her family and friends, and she uses every form of technology, and Clara's touch point with the club was through social media, and that's how her relationship with the club started. So here's our content pillar and the interaction points for our customer persona. For the attention and the digital touch point, there are video posts, and then they develop interest through our social media posts and YouTube videos, and they have their digital interaction through our newsletters, and their action is through a physical touch point, which is purchasing merchandise. And finally, they become loyal fans of the club by following social media updates that we post often.
Finally football again, and it doesn't matter, it's this kind of football, just football.
It's amazing, really, and also everything is working so well.
The spirit of the sport of soccer is taken away when you take away its fans, and that's why we've been hell-bent on bringing the fans back into the stadiums one way or the other, and we've done that with the help of the video conferencing app Zoom.